So one final question. I'm going to kind of go back to Ms. Estes' first line of question. And so moving forward with the continued utilization of blockchain technology, what do each of you see as the most significant or transformative application for business or the public sector? And how can this committee play a role in providing that support? Mr. Jaikaran, we'll start with you and then down the line.
My research here in CRS hasn't really looked at what may be the most significant. I think there are some potential applications that may benefit, particularly government applications, and anything that can speed the efficiency of one transaction being validated from another. Unfortunately, the swath of available projects for that is just very wide at this point. So as the private sector, as researchers, and as agencies such as NIST continue to investigate this, as with internet technology, maybe something useful will bubble up that may be most applicable for government use.
We're just in the beginning stages, I think, of building our test bed to take a look at many different applications. If I were a betting man, I would say the application that really resonates is one that we haven't thought of yet.
Mr. Cuomo.
And I have to go back to digital identity. I think our digital lives, in many cases, are a mess. We are leaving parts of our digital life all over the place.
Totally agree.
And I think cleaning it up with some standards like what's happening with Sovereign Foundation, I think could go a very long way and be an equal opportunity employer across government, industry, education, and more.
Mr. Yiannas.
I don't know if it'll be the most, but I think food is a very important thing for society. And the idea that we could digitize food, it's one of the frontiers that hasn't been digitized, the learnings that we can get from that, the transparency that we can give to consumers increasingly concerned about food and where it comes from, we think will be important for society.
Thank you. Right.
I think public open blockchains are actually the major use case that will emerge, and they'll serve as a spine and a backbone for a number of different open protocols that transform a range of industries. And I think in terms of how we can encourage that here, I think regulatory clarity would be welcomed and helpful.
Okay. Well, look, thanks for a truly great discussion from the members, great questions too. So the record will remain open for 2 weeks for additional comments and written questions from members. This hearing is adjourned. Thank you, gentlemen.